What's up, y'all? Chef Rocky Norman at your service. This is day 55 of quarantine for me, and episode 17 of Kitchen Confessional. I hope others out there are looking forward to this, because I look forward to just having some things to do. Being a working chef for so many years, it's just not in my nature to stand around and do nothing, and I'm not doing nothing. I'm volunteering with the World Central Kitchen, which has an outlet here at the Santa Fe Community College. That's Jose Andreas's project, and you ought to check it out on Insta or online or whatever, World Central Kitchen. And so today we did 2,000 portions of enchiladas, packed them up to go, and they go out all over the state, up to the county, to the res, to public schools. The public schools have a budget to feed children, but they don't have a budget for people who are not students. But in saying that, they have, if you're under 18 and you show up at one of the public schools that's serving 5 days a week, they give you a meal. It's fantastic. But just in their, whatever it is about the nature of their business, they can't serve families. So we actually show up at some of these public schools as well to buttress the meals that are already given to students or young people. I mean, you don't even have to be a student. You just have to be a young person. Show up there, they feed you. And so we're having supplemental food that we're handing out as well to families. And we do these packages in meals for 2 and meals for 4. But I'm of the mind, give everybody a meal for 4. It's not like but why should they have to stand in line every day to get fed? Give them 4 portions, and it helps distribution a lot. There's a lot of energy saved in that regard. Plus packaging. Let's not forget that we don't just want to be filling up the landfills with plastic containers. If we serve single meals, that's 4 containers. If we serve a meal for 4, that's 1 container. So anyway, I think there's wisdom in that as well. What's up, guys? Yeah, I got the clipboard, and I actually retrofitted a messenger bag to be my production bag for Kitchen Confessional, and I've got the tablet that I use to film this, and there's this weird little rig that I use to hold it up, and then of course there's some booze in there as well. There's of course a Sharpie and the clipboard, and so that's what I'm carrying around with now. So we're going to be speaking today with a friend of mine, Chef Patrick Garrity, among others, and there's some good stuff to talk about here today. So I'm just going to see if Patrick Garrity is online right now, and he is. So I'm going to invite him on. Let me give you a little. So we've collaborated on some projects in the past. The number one that comes to mind, he was the executive chef at La Casa Sena here in Santa Fe, one of the iconic restaurants. And when they were doing a revamp, I had the pleasure of getting Chef Patrick's kitchen, and we came up with some really cool stuff for their seasonal menus, and we had a great time just putting food together. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, your friend of mine, all the just fresh from your mom's house,
right?
Patrick Garrity. What's up, brother?
Not much. A lot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I understand, just from looking at your posts, you're living up in Ojo Sarco now?
Well, it's Arroyo Seco.
Arroyo Seco, sorry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right off of the Rim Road. And is my connection all right?
Yeah, you're great.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
You look like a young John Lydon. Which is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I'm up here on this property. I'm not working like the rest of us in the restaurant business.
Nobody's working.
Right, and I was staring at this huge piece of land I'm living on, and the owners were all behind me, so I just built a 30 by 40-foot garden.
Awesome.
And I got some bees. I got 6 fresh chickens growing right here beside me.
Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but it reminds me of what you were saying about how, as a chef, I can't not be busy.
Right.
And this has given me more than enough to do.
That's like one of those things that like retired chefs do. Like, let's just get a couple goats and make some goat's cheese. And
right.
Then, you've got 150 goats and you can't vacation any longer because you got to milk them twice a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's the name? Is it Kailash Gardens?
Yeah, Kailash Garden. I name it that because the original owner built a Buddhist gompa, like a temple on the property. And he also began the stupa, which is the tower, but he never finished that. But he named it Kailash Gompa. And Mount Kailash in Tibet is one of the most holy places on earth. If you didn't know that, it's holy to like 8 different religions revere it as this super holy spot. And apparently, he told me this, the owner, before he passed away, this property is almost directly through the northern hemisphere from Mount Kailash.
Really?
Really. And I looked it up within 140 miles.
I've heard, that one of the reasons why the Sikhs chose the place near Espanola to where they identified as a holy spot had to do with this meridian, going around the world that has a connection, in the east with a holy spot. And so they located this or identified this area and, started their, I don't know. I'm
right.
Yeah, started with you out there. And, growing up here, I always thought Sikhs were like just pasty white people who didn't wear makeup. I remember when I moved to England, I saw like a Sikh who was Indian, and I was like, holy shit, an Indian Sikh. And apparently that's what most of them look like. Anyway.
Right.
So yeah, Walter, with your family, how are your kids?
My kids are great. They're up here 4 or 5 days every week.
Cool.
They love coming up, but they're doing the online school, and it's tough to be a kid right now, man.
Right.
They're just going nuts, and there's only so much you can tell them to do. Get off the screen when there's not a whole lot there, not a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
They miss their friends. But it's improved our relationship. So
that's good.
There's
and that's really great. Because I try and look for the silver lining in this, and I don't want to discredit like the human loss and suffering that's occurring right now, and it's fucking real.
Right.
But,
yeah.
But like this time has been great for my personal relationship with Katya. It's given me like opportunity to like pause and think about things that I want to put my energies into.
Right.
And, it's if we look at it, if we're looking for silver linings, this kind of like global reset has real value for us. What I'm hoping is that when we emerge from this period, that we remember these lessons and that we remember these things about quarantine and the pandemic and what have you, that that we can carry forward, because I think from a human standpoint, it's been invaluable.
Oh yeah, no, and we have to learn from this, right? I mean,
absolutely.
I don't think there's another chance.
No.
To start fucking things up, but yeah, and exactly, and I'm sure all of us get to that point where you forget all that positive and you're just like banging your head against the wall. But yeah, I think your every other day thing is something to look forward to, and I love that, and that's what you gotta do. And I've been watching, and it feels great to be on the other side. So all the other people watching, don't be afraid to reach out to Rocky
Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that it's weird with us. Like, and this is something that I've noticed about myself, and maybe it's just human nature that, one, you're going through a difficult period and you're thinking about things that are important to you. And like, wow, I should have really focused on this, or I wish I'd learned that lesson or employed these tools. And then you come out of it and you abandon it.
Right.
It goes right back to the status quo that you had beforehand. So let's do our best
Right.
to remind people about this time, and what is important and what are we learning from this, and how can we better ourselves and our communities?
Right.
It's key.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
It
key.
is.
And we have to
It
come out
is.
of this better than when we went in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Improved communication. Right. You know.
Yes.
And I think this forces people to communicate in different ways that they maybe weren't so comfortable doing before.
Right.
Everybody's having Zoom family meetings and technology, but like my parents probably couldn't have set that up before, but out of necessity
Right.
to see their kids and their grandkids.
Are they back
And
in
it's
Ohio?
yep, they are in Ohio, but it's fun, and next thing you know, it's like a family reunion.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
loved all of the posts that I see on social media of amateurs, like, I know it's kind of a thing now, like baking bread or making
right.
or whatever. And I think
Oh
it's
my God.
good,
Dude,
and it's
my daughter,
what
my
can
daughter's take
we do? Feed each other. And we can
right,
feed each other in lots of different ways. But yeah, your
right.
daughter, right?
Yeah, no, my daughter is taking up cooking. She's taking over the kitchen down in Santa Fe, and she keeps sending me pictures of this beautiful food that she's been making down there. So I'm
Awesome.
gonna have her, cook some up here as well. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
she just took it up as another hobby to keep herself occupied. And at 12, I think that's awesome.
12. She's 12 now?
She's
Jesus Christ.
12. Yeah. Yeah.
How is that possible? And how
I
old
know. The what?
how old's your son now?
My son is 15.
No fucking way. Your son is 8.
Yeah, and he's an inch taller than me
No way. Well,
already.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not saying much.
So yeah, let me see. I have some stuff here. I'm gonna show a couple videos here after we get off the line.
Right.
What's in your can there?
That is the Marble Brewery Desert Fog, sir.
Nice.
Yes.
So you're still supporting the evil empire, however.
Yes. That's right.
I'm drinking a little prosecco out of a tiny glass.
Ah, very nice. I love tiny glasses.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think this is how some of the Italians do it. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Right.
yeah.
Salute.
So we do have a thing here, as you might have noticed, called Dial-A-Shot. Do you want to do a Dial-A-Shot with me?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right. So Chef Patrick Garrity's here with us, old friend and colleague, learned culinarian, and now agrarian. Fucking
Right.
farming that shit up in Arroyo Seco.
Right.
That's so cool. You know what? Joe Strummer said from the Clash, the lead man of the Clash,
Right.
this
Oh, yeah.
20 years ago, he right before he passed, maybe a little bit better than 20 years ago, he said that gardening is the new punk rock. And when I first heard him say that, I was like, no, gardening is punk rock. But what he meant was taking control of part of your food system, like having some sort of like where you don't have to rely on the system to feed yourself is so fucking punk rock.
Right.
And now like I'm a shitty gardener, but I'm trying. This is my first
Right.
real attempt at it. And
Yeah.
I'm like a little like some dill. I cut a little dill or some parsley and put that in my food, and I'm like fucking punk rock, motherfucker.
Right. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. It's the best. It's the best.
So here I'm pouring myself a shot. You should do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Get it?
Get it?
Yeah, so Arroyo Seco, for those of you who don't know, is up by Taos, New Mexico. It's just I wouldn't even say bedroom community or suburb because it's so not urban up there, but
Right.
community adjacent to Taos. Anyhow, how about that?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. All right. So I've
All
got,
right.
as usual, I'm doing the Russian vodka.
I got the desert fog.
Oh, fuck yeah. My brother. Cheers, chef.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Salute. Very nice.
All right. Hey, chef. So thank you for joining us. And
Of
as we're
course.
getting out, fucking stay safe. Look after
You
yourself.
too.
Keep up the good work. And I can't wait for when we return to the new sense of normalcy to commune with you and your family in person.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take care.
All the best. All right.
Take
So yeah, you gotta follow him. It's Kylish Gardens. You can see that on the little stinger that we put up there. Chef Patrick Garrity, fucking solid guy, and yeah, we've collaborated on events in the past and projects in the past, and but yeah, just a wonderful human being. So let's see. I got a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, do you guys like the Public Enemy? I wasn't trying to make a political statement. I wasn't trying to make a political statement with Fight the Power. I was just feeling some Public Enemy today, and when I was scrolling through the YouTube, I was like, yeah, that's what I'll open with. Anyhow, so I was speaking with, you'll like this. I was speaking with a guy who lives down in Cerrillos, New Mexico, who was working with us at the World Central Kitchen. And I said, and Cerrillos, New Mexico is my hometown. You know, I was born in Santa Fe, but we lived in Cerrillos. And so that's, my hometown. It's a little mining community. There's probably 1,500 people there or whatever. And at one point it was much larger, like 100 years ago. Anyhow, I said, so what's it like down there in Cerrillos town? And he said, it's really quiet. And you can, like, if you go outside, you can just hear, like, and I was expecting him to say, like, the wind through the raven's wings or something poetic like that. And he said, you can just hear, like, the quiet hum of the meth lab. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. So I was thinking, like, of a comedy sketch that would be fun to produce where, during quarantine and with the social distancing, that meth labs are, abiding by the social distancing restrictions, and there would be like cars pulling up in front of the meth lab, and like meth dealers in PPE would come out with tiny little bags of meth and like set them in your trunk, and then people would drive off. Anyway, I'd like to produce that. So if anybody knows how to actually shoot some video, let's make one of those. That's been on my mind. So today, once again, we were at the World Central Kitchen producing food for anybody who wants food. And to date, in 3 weeks, well, tomorrow will be 3 weeks, and these are 5-day weeks, we've served over 17,000 meals to New Mexicans, and I don't want to say in need, but New Mexicans who want, to have some food. And I just see Chef Jerry just joined us on here now, or maybe he's been on, but yeah, he's running that program, and like, this is a noble endeavor. And going forward, we need to talk, Chef Jerry, offline, about getting some, I know there's a lot of my crew, Chef Aaron Daniels, who would want to come on board and volunteer a few hours a week or a few hours a day for a week. So I would really, we'll talk about that. Let's see, I want to show you something here. I thought I'd use a little like multimedia approach to the show. And, I've been missing my crew and missing my crew a lot. And we have, when we are together, so much fucking fun. And, when we're in the kitchen There's dance parties, there's karaoke. I mean, we're putting out quality food and everybody's putting their back into it. But the mood in the kitchens that I run, and it doesn't just flow from me, it flows from, well, it might flow from me, but it infects the crew. And we just want to have a good time. So there was this guy who worked for us, Angel, and on his birthday, we would make him ridiculous food. So I'm going to show you a little video right now of one of the things that we made for Angel. So that's pizza in a taco formation with a cheeseburger going on top, and then some fried eggs, and then some guacamole. No, come on. One more time. Cheeseburger in the pizza taco. Fried eggs. Guacamole, yeah.
Buffalo mayo.
So good. This is some dirty food here.
Lettuce. Tomato.
That's Aaron Daniels. You can hear right there. Truffled shoestring fries. All right, now hang on, because there's more. This is Angel eating it. Yeah, so we did a lot of ridiculous shit like that, but it was his birthday, and we like to celebrate. In fact, celebration is one of my core values. When I was at Sunrise Springs, these fuckers have 10 core values, and I'm like, I've always thought, like, if you have more than like 3 or 4, they're just values. You can't have 10 core values. That's fucking ridiculous. My core values, and I'll tell them to you right now, are 4. And if there's anyone here, like if John is still with us, respect, inspire, celebrate, excel. And each one had a little thing. So respect yourself, inspire others, celebrate the journey, excel in everything. And it happens to spell RICE if you like the acronyms. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm going to see if, we're going to talk to Chef Boy Aaron Daniels, and then we're going to talk to John, your favorite one-eyed ginger chef on the planet. And if anybody can name a more fabulous one-eyed ginger chef, I'd like to hear about that, because you're wrong. Anyway, so we're seeing if Aaron Daniels will pick up. I'm looking at my stuff right here. Okay, another thing, tech support. If any of the 9 viewers are out there, I'm looking for a little technical support on how to save these videos. Whoa! Look at that. You look prehistoric.
No, I'm getting like that Neanderthal thing going on. That
Yeah, that's cool. Or like
Unga Bunga.
Nice one.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's going on?
Nothing.
I'm doing great. I'm ready to get out. Get outside,
Yeah.
box some food up for some people. That sounds lovely. Do what we do.
Yeah,
I'll even shave for the occasion.
Wow, that's commitment.
It is.
In at Sunrise Springs, like before a busy shift, I would walk around, and every crew member would slap hands and give like when we used to touch each other, and we would say, "You ready to fuck some shit up?" And that was like our thing. And did we or did we not fuck some shit up?
Straight out of FSU, I think is what we called it. Not to be confused with that horrible Florida State University. I'm sorry I said it.
The best thing they ever did? Gatorade.
Oh, that stuff is pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll give them that. I think it was that.
Did they also invent the Pedialyte?
I think they also invented bath salts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never, I've never tried them, but apparently, if you like your girlfriend's liver, get some bath salt in you and just like go to town.
Yeah, like a yeah.
You know, chicks dig
You
that.
get like a Mortal Kombat flashbacks, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's for dinner tonight?
Oh, that's a great question. So last night we had like this. I made coconut shrimp, and and all night I couldn't stop, talking like Forrest Gump. Coconut shrimp, lemon shrimp, fried shrimp, what have you. And yeah, it was good. And we made I made the spiralized noodles with this fucking thing.
What?
Yeah, so it's just it's a spiralizer, but you just have to manually pass the vegetable through it. It's like you just screw it through. But yeah,
Okay. I had one of those in elementary school, I think.
yeah.
It was called pencil though.
No, the one at the culinary school that we had was it was like that white unit.
Yeah.
So coconut shrimp and vegetable noodles, and then I did this like ginger garlic soy kind of quasi Asian sauce. Anyway, job done. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, your sister just said vegetti.
I think there's an A in there.
with an E, not vagetti, which is something
Oh,
else.
okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Something else. Okay. Yeah.
You need to get a fucking bottle of spirit so you can join me for dial a shot. What do you
I
have?
know. I'll chug a pale ale.
Oh, you shotgun pale ale?
Yeah, but someone's gonna have to hold my phone.
Where's your girl? Laura, please hold the phone. Laura!
You talk to them.
Oh, hello. Oh, so good to see you. Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, so Laura and Aaron, in the spirit of restaurants since time immemorial, met at the restaurant. She was a server, he was a line cook. The rest is history. They like write comments about this, but it's amazing. Oh, okay, so hold the camera. Aaron's gonna shotgun a beer for us.
We're taking it outside. It's gonna get messy.
I haven't shotgun beer in years.
Stand in the bathtub.
All right, we're turning it around.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Did I give you that knife? Is that...
No, it's a wine key.
Oh, god damn it. Don't make me come over there and knife check you.
I have it.
Okay. All right. All right, hang on. Let me get my shot ready. Are you ready? Aaron Daniels, getting a beer. First time on Kitchen. Oh, go for it, young My brother. Oh, yeah. Are you going to puke?
No, I'm good. Thanks for the concern.
Yeah, no, Not a lot of people know this, but I'm actually Aaron's mom.
That's true. That's a real New Mexico fact we just made up.
Yeah, thank you for the Mother's Day wishes on Sunday. That was like, yeah.
Definitely. You earned it.
Aaron, look after yourself, brother. I'm going to call you after this, and let's talk about getting you into the kitchens and telling some dick jokes. These people who've never heard a dick joke.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, nice one.
Let's culture the world.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Adios.
Yeah, nice one, Aaron fucking Daniels. Yeah, shotgunning a beer. That's old school. If you've never shotgunned a beer, have you lived? I don't know. Anyway, here we are. Is there anything else I have to tell you about? I think that might be it. We're coming up on 30 minutes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And once again, we do this every other day. So not tomorrow, Friday, but Saturday, and always at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So tune in. Hang on a second. I got a request, and I will never turn down a request. All Hughes Media. I think this might be. Oh, it's
Rocky Durham.
Hughes. My brother.
How you doing, my man?
You know, I'm actually, in spite of all the like human loss and suffering, I'm really doing excellent. You know, I'm enjoying my time and resetting. How about yourself?
You know that shirt's not quite blue enough.
No, it's very blue.
No. Sky blue's what you want, man.
Mike Hughes is.
I'm very good. I'm very good, thank you. You know, and I keep seeing these, but we've been doing bits and pieces, and obviously it's a different time scale here. But yeah, good. Here's, you know, my age, having this amount at my age is good.
Your hair looks fabulous, Mike. So let me just tell those 10 people who are on here that when I did my the show Plates from the States, Mike Hughes was the guy on the floor making everything happen, getting that media to God, what was the name of that company? Action Time. Yeah, getting it to Action Time, and so that's where we met. And when there was still football, which I can't tell you how much it is. Every once in a while, Mike Hughes would be on a pitch somewhere and do like a little live cast with me or send me some photos. And there was at one time he sent me the programs from 2 Spurs matches and some lanyards, which I still have, by the way.
I sent you the year that Harry Kane got the Golden Boot.
That's right. And you were stood outside the door.
I was with him. We were doing the interview with him, and they actually had, because of time constraints,
right.
The BBC commentator handed him the Golden Boot. And
wow.
The guy was a fan as well, so you shouldn't do it. You should not do it. But Harry had just said, "Yeah, go on, just do it, just do it." Yeah. So how you, pal? How are you?
I'm fabulous. Yeah. So I'm unemployed, you know, but as a quarter of the United States workforce. So I'm in good company, I hope. And, you know, I'm healthy and I'm keeping myself active, doing volunteer work, working in the garden. You know, it suits me. So 55 days now I've been in quarantine. And it's the longest time off I've ever had. And, you know, so I'm looking at the silver lining once again, and it's lovely. I'm not discrediting the human loss, but I'm taking this time to reset and reassess and look at what's important and how do I want to direct my energies. Yeah.
You're a talented man.
Cheers, brother.
No, you are. You know. I'm in a couple of days going to go across to my daughter's, who is going to have a baby in a week.
Wow.
Did you met Julie? Her mum?
Did, yeah.
I don't know if you met Annie. She would have been a babe anyway. But anyway, yeah, going across there because of the lockdown. Be there a week before, make sure everything's okay, and time out. So yeah, we'll talk properly offline.
Yes, absolutely. Mike, it's so good to see you, brother. You know, always
I'll give you a shout in the next couple of days, pal.
All right. Cheers. All the best, mate. Ta-da.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mike Hughes and I worked together on the Plates from the States project, and I think on the South of the Border project, which I think was less fun, but old friend of mine from back in the UK. And in spite of the fact that he might support the wrong team, Manchester City. But you can't blame him. I mean, you know, one thing I love about British football supporters is that you support your club and you don't change. Here in the U.S., like one year somebody likes Denver Broncos, the next year they like Arizona Cardinals, the next year they like the 49ers, and there's no allegiance. You know, once you pick your club in Premier League football, or in proper football, or as my sister likes to call it, not American hand football, but when, that's your club for life and you just don't switch. They may get relegated, they may have bad seasons, but that's your club. Tottenham fucking Hotspur. All right, y'all. So that's it for me right now. Once again, Kitchen Confessionals, episode 17. We talked about all the stuff, tech support, meth labs, World Central Kitchen, the taco, pizza, burger, dog. And if you miss that, you can always go back to my, if you go to like the Rocky Durham icon on my page, they'll say something that says stories and something that says live. And for the next 24 hours, you can watch this whole thing. So anyway, all the best, everybody. Look after each other. And once again, stay human, you filthy animals.